It's time now for the 6 o'clock news on this Wednesday evening, September 9th, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins at your 6 o'clock news at 9. 0 to 9, top 3 at 6 o'clock on this Wednesday evening. Here is Brussels, where the European Union's top executive proposed a plan on Wednesday to distribute 160,000 people throughout the member nations, even while acknowledging that the plan was inadequate to the depth of the crisis. The item has been updated. Just read tax brackets, no more taxes on a deaf marriage, tax cuts for major corporations and small businesses and about 42 million families, says Jeb Bush's plan could cost $3.4 trillion within the next decade. Iran opened its airspace to Russian military planes flying into Syria after the denial of overflight permission by NATO countries in the region, a Russian diplomat in Tehran told the TASS news agency on Wednesday. Queen Elizabeth II becomes the longest reigning monarch as it happened, as she accepted it was a special day as she became the longest reigning monarch, but the Queen was ever the very embodiment and understatement. The British Airlines jetliner that caught fire in Las Vegas airport tarmac had suppression equipment, but it just didn't work to suppress flames, as sources close to the investigation said on Wednesday. And this image taken from a Hungarian camera woman on television. Center left in blue kicks out a young migrant who just crossed the border from Serbia near Ruski, Hungary. Refugee walking around north along Denmark C-45 motorway as they knew that many of them wanted to go to Sweden, but naturally they cannot let that happen, said police spokeswoman. As refugee crisis has Danish police closed road and rail links with Germany. A day after Obama secures decisive political victory in Iran vote in Congress, Supreme Leader tells Iranians that Israel won't be around in 25 years. The Kremlin says leaders of Russia, Germany, France, and Ukraine have a conference call to discuss the implementation of a peace deal for eastern Ukraine. Texas police investigated the murder of Dallas dentist Kendra Hatcher, and her boyfriend's ex-lover, according to an affidavit filed Wednesday, requesting search warrants related to the case. More in Kentucky, the latest on a Kentucky county clerk was released from jail after she continued to defy court orders and refused her marriage classes because of religious beliefs and homosexuality, as Kim Davis can get paid for jail time and a break. As conservative redouble efforts and Planned Parenthood's government funding, House Republicans on Wednesday fueled an already emotional partisan debate by hearing testimony from two women who were born during botched abortions. Republican presidential candidate Ted Cruz and Donald Trump walked up straight to a party rally to address about against the Iran nuclear deal at the U.S. U.S. stocks ended more than 1% lower on Wednesday after a rally the day before, led by declines in share of Apple and energy companies, which fell with oil prices. As the Dow Jones closed 239.11 points, Standard closed at 16,253.57, S&P 500 at 1942.04, down 27.37, and Nasdaq 4,756.53, down 55.40. Federal Reserve officials aren't at an agreement to begin raising our short-term interest rates headed into a crucial week of private discussion before the shakeup of the United Airlines corporate office has placed one more Hispanic executive at the top of the spot of the Fortune 500 company. Cybersecurity company Palo Alto Networks forecasts first quarter revenue well above Wall Street estimates as companies and governments spend more to protect their networks against sophisticated cyber attacks. In New York, Stephen Colbert drew an audience of 6.6 million people in his long-awaited debut as a host of the Late Show on CBS, but he had largely failed to bowl over the TV critics with any major change in the late-night talk show format. A French team plans to wake up and get ancient virus in 2 years to study its genetic structure, as though scientists have never seen a zombie movie. China's increasingly ambitious space program plans to attempt a first-ever landing of a lunar probe on the moon's far side, a lead engineer said. Whales researchers and enthusiasts have long known about the law of clicking sounds made by the marine mammal to communicate. Now, new research shows how whales at different spots around the globe communicate with different variations of the sound. The seawater at Ana Nueva State Reserve has elevated mercury levels in California, and the hair of visiting pinnipeds is to blame. A study published Wednesday in the journal Nature by British researchers John Collins and Sebastian Brender provides sudden evidence that Alzheimer's disease may be transmissible to humans by certain medical and surgical procedures. Rates of type 2 diabetes still on the rise. Two new cholesterol drugs called Repafin and Perlin are overpriced for what they do. A new report argues in a report published Tuesday by the Institute for Clinical and Economic Review. Researchers looked into recently approved drugs. Scientists have identified a region in the brain that may hold the key to helping people quit smoking and to treating other forms of addiction. Take a look at New England alerts here at 6:05. Fairlawn, New Jersey, vehicle and at 2506 Skip Avenue. Units on scene confirming a vehicle and as EMS was inbound. PHL News Time is now 6:05, and it's time now for a sports report. The Boston Red Sox will be taking on the Toronto Blue Jays in the finale of a 3-game series here. In one Major League Baseball game, St. Louis Cardinals over the Chicago Cubs, 4-3. Of course, at the quarterfinal matches highlight Wednesday at the U.S. Open of Roger Federer and Stan Wawrinka, each one match away from an epic semifinal showdown. Fabio Pineda right center and Petra Kvitova anguish. And after wins at this year's Australian Open, French Open, and Wimbledon, Serena Williams 33 needs to win that U.S. Open and achieve the first calendar year Grand Slam since Steffi Graf accomplished the feat in 1988, as Williams is a heavy favorite. In a case of extreme mistaken identity, former tennis star James Blake was tackled and handcuffed by New York City police officers Wednesday outside his hotel in Midtown Manhattan. Toronto World Cup of Hockey is returning in 2016 after a 12-year hiatus and as players looking forward to another opportunity to compete internationally. The National Football League season that kicks off this weekend provide a reality check for investors that is yet to make a profit. The daily fantasy sports industry. PHL News Time, 6:06, time now for a travel report on this. Wednesday evening here. Take a look at the state of Renown, where 146 in the southbound side slow for North Providence is all we have to Route 95. 95 southbound side is slow from Providence all the way out to the downtown section of Providence here. 95 on the northbound side slow from Route 10 in Cranston all the way out to downtown Providence here. Route 95 on the northbound side, we got an accident here before exit 10, which is Route 117 in Warwick, so expect some delays here. Jamestown Newport bridges are looking good. Mount Hope Bridge on the southbound side of Route 114 a little slow here. 295 on the northbound side, it is slow from Johnson down to Smithfield. 295 slow for the Smithfield section due to an accident on 295 southbound in Smithfield and another accident on 295 northbound in Johnston. 95 on the southbound side of that. It's slow around Route 1 in Sharon. 95 on the southbound side from Route 140 all the way up to Route 495 in Foxborough, Mansfield area here. Route 44 in the eastbound side get an accident after Route 495 in Middlebury, so expect some delays here. Route 29 in the northbound side also before the Bourne Rotary here. And the Bourne and Sandmore bridges are looking good, and Route 6 is looking good from Sandmore down to Orleans here. Route 3 in the southbound side, so from Braintree split to Route 18 in Weymouth here. 128 on the southbound side, it is slow from Denver's all the way out to Route 95 in Peabody here, and 128 it's slow in both ends from Route 1 in Linfield all the way out to Route 93 in Redden, and 120 in the northbound side. It is slow from Woburn all the way out to Redden here due to an accident on 120 in the northbound side. After Route 38 in Woburn, so expect some delays here. Southeast Expressway on the southbound side is backed up from the Pike all the way after the Braintree split. Southeast Expressway on the northbound side is slow from Dorchester all the way out to downtown Boston. Tippinhill Tunnel slow on both ends in downtown Boston here. Route 120 on the northbound side is slow from Waltham all the way out to Lexington. Route 120 on the southbound side slow from Waltham all the way out to before Route 24 in Randolph and hit the brakes again. Route 120 southbound. Route 37 to the Braintree split due to an accident on 120 on the southbound side around Route 24 in Canton here. Southeast Expressway southbound side get an accident around the Mass Avenue, so expect some delays here. Mass Pike on the eastbound side, it is slow from South Boston all the way out to Logan Airport here. 120 Southeast Mass Pike on the westbound side, so from South Boston all the way out to the Austin Bratton Tolls here, and same goes to the eastbound side here. And then eastbound side of the Mass Pike, it's slow from 128 and western all the way out to Newton. 120 in the Mass Pike on the westbound side, so from Breton to Newton here. And then Mass Pike westbound side hit the brakes from 128 and western all the way out to Framingham here. Route 1 and then the northbound side, it is so from Chelsea all the way out to Revere here. 93 in the northbound side, so from the Zakin Bridge all the way out to Medford here. Route 2 and then the eastbound side, it is slow from Route 60 all the way out to Fresh Pond Parkway in Cambridge here. Out in Worcester, 290 on the westbound side, so from Shrewsbury all the way out to Route 9 in Worcester here. Mass Pike on the eastbound side, so from Charlton all the way out to the Auburn here. 93 on the northbound side, it is so from Stoneham all the way out to Wilmington here. Route 3 and the northbound side, so from Bedford all the way up to Billwick. They're doing an accident on Route 3 and the northbound side here. Between exits 26 and 27, so expect some delays here. And also Route 3 and the northbound side, so around Route 185 and low. 185 on the southbound side, so up to Route 3 and low. 185 northbound side, so for Route 3 and low all the way up to Route 38 here. 185 on the northbound side, so for Route 20 and then over here. And then hit brakes again after Route 114 and Lawrence all the way up to Route 213 and Methuen here. Up in New Hampshire is smooth sailing highways, byways of the Granite State. And the main turnpike's looking good from York all the way up into Gardner here. Okay, look at that MBTA alert. Still on SL5 Express with model delays to disabled bus. Still on SL4 Express with model delays to disabled bus. Commuter rail. Freeway West Lines, train 523, 4:05 p.m. from substation delayed today due to speed restriction 15-25 minutes. Freeman West Line, train 528, 4:40 p.m. from Worcester delayed today due to speed restrictions 15-25 minutes. Freeman West Line, train 526, 3:55 p.m. from Worcester delayed today due to speed restrictions 15-25 minutes. Freeman West Line, delayed 30 minutes. Heat restrictions have been imposed on the Worcester branch trains to expect delays from 20 minutes to 45 minutes. And Newburyport Rockport train 170, 4:35 p.m. from Newburyport, cancel today. Next demand service via train 172 departs Newburyport 5:45 p.m. And Newburyport Rockport line train 170, 4:35 p.m. from Newburyport delayed about 50 minutes today due to an early mechanical problem here. And the ferries are looking good. Pier Channel News Time 6:11 on this Wednesday evening, time and a half a weather report here. And hazardous weather outlook, day 1 to this afternoon tonight. And outside, strong thunderstorm is possible throughout early evening in western Massachusetts and Northern Connecticut. The main threat is strong wind gusts and locally heavy rainfall here. And day 2 for 7, Thursday for Tuesday, Thursday. For early Friday, there'll be a risk of urban for drainage flooding that showers with possible thunderstorms. So, locally heavy rain develop across portions of New England. The heaviest rainfall is expected to be across western Massachusetts and Northern Connecticut here. As we get a glimpse of radar situation here. Looking at radar situation here, and we'll zoom you out, and then it shows a cluster of rain showers and thunderstorms around West Hampton, around Northampton, around Hatfield and stuff, Amherst, North Amherst, around I-91 here. And to the south, seeing some line of rain showers and storms from North Canton away at the Pine Meadow, around Town Hill, around Nepal, Connecticut here. And another line of rain showers stuff at Cornwall Bridge and stretch around East Kent. And another line of rain showers and storms around Northfield, around New Milford, around Sherman, and crossing into New York State. And this is a line of heavy showers and thunderstorms here from northwestern Brunswick all the way up to Caribou, Maine, stretching up to the northwestern Maine, up to the north central New Hampshire, and down for central Vermont, and up to eastern New York around Albany here. And they are all moving out to the east-northeast here. Okay, 7-day forecast. It goes like this here. For tonight, chance of showers and thunderstorms may up to 2 a.m. Pittsburgh up to 2 a.m. Otherwise, increased cloud low at 69 degrees and south at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, and that's southwest of the midnight. Winds can gust size 23 miles an hour. Anticipation is 30%. Thursday, showers and thunderstorms likely, then showers possibly at thunderstorm after 11 a.m. Pittsburgh before 8 a.m. was. Clouds got about 80 degrees and calm and becoming east around 5 miles an hour in the afternoon. Anticipation is 8%. New rainfall amounts between a quarter and a half an inch possible. So, the Not Lancers boys versus soccer game against Medway. First game of the season could be in jeopardy here. Thursday, showers likely possibly a thunderstorm. Pittsburgh otherwise. Clouds got about 61 degrees and north about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Anticipation is 7%. New rainfall amounts between a quarter and a half an inch possible here. For Friday, showers likely made before 10 a.m. Clouds got low end, higher end 32 degrees and north about 8 miles an hour. Anticipation is 7%. New principal amounts between a quarter and a half an inch possible here. As Friday night, we'll have most of the clouds got low at 58 degrees and north about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Saturday, both sides clouds about 77 degrees. Saturday night, chance of showers after 10 p.m. Mostly clouds got low at 61 degrees and anticipation is 40%. Sunday, Chechen Shaw's Moscow skies. How about safe for about 61 degrees? Anticipation is 50% on Sunday, 29 to 30% by Sunday night. And on Monday, Pot Sunday podcast got about 75 about 58 degrees. Tuesday, Sunday Moscow skies. How about 78 to about 59 degrees. And for Wednesday, South skies. How about 79 degrees. Not temperature at 6:15 p.m. Standing at 81 degrees and a few clouds. The net is going to be it for the Peter Channel 6 o'clock news on this Wednesday evening, September 9th, 2015. Pierce, you have a good evening, good day. See you for late night report at 11 o'clock. Have a good evening.